Hello, Valerius families. This is Mrs. Cole, the principal here at Valerius, and I'm going to walk you through an orientation so you can know what to expect next Monday, November 30th, as we flip into the required continuous learning model, which is learning from home online. I'm going to talk through our schedules, what those look like, and how those were created. I'm going to talk about Clever, which is what we are using with our students as a one-stop access point to help get into a lot of things. It manages passwords for them so they can just easily log in. We're going to talk about the morning meeting and what that looks like in classrooms and what you can expect there. Lunches and breaks, how those will operate. We will talk about related arts and how those will continue even in this model. Expectations that were sent home with your student and communicated via email this week about being respectful, responsible, and safe. And then we'll wrap up at the end of this, hopefully, with a lot more information in your hands so that you know what to expect and how to help set your student up for success with us on Monday, November 30th. So as we created schedules and your teachers are sending those to you, some of the important things that we put in place, we're trying to provide consistency from day to day from a student perspective so that the routine can become predictable and understood easily, as we know that this is a different type of learning situation for all of our students. We wanted to protect individualized small group instruction, whole group instruction, and really try to create the feel of school at home as much as we can. In our daily schedule, we have our morning meeting, our SEL, which stands for Social Emotional Learning check-in every morning. And then we have word study, reading, writing, math, science, social studies. We continue to have our related arts that we'll dig into more later, that flex time for intervention and enrichment, lunch and recess at the same time for all students. That way, if you have multiple students in multiple grade levels, you have a predictable lunch schedule. And then for teachers, that they're continuing their collaboration each week. To start the day, we will continue to have our morning meeting. That is an important part of the Valerius culture and the way we do things. So every morning, instead of standing in a circle and greeting students, students will be on Zoom. They will share a greeting. There will be a sharing time. There will be a group activity and a morning message. And then around the end of that at 9:15 is when teachers will take attendance for the morning. And then again in the afternoon after lunch, teachers would take attendance then too. So attendance will be taken twice a day in the required continuous learning model. Just since we can't have eyes on students during their lunch and recess, we need to take that attendance again when they come back in the afternoon. Our related arts will continue to run on the A, B, C, D, E, F calendar. Our Monday after break is an F day, and then Tuesday, Wednesday will be A days. And so you can start to see here each colored band is a grade level, so they will have specials at the exact same time every day. And how we plan to do this is for the related arts teacher to actually hop on to the classroom teacher Zoom, be made a co-host, and then the classroom teacher would leave for their collaboration or planning time. And we hope in this way that students won't have to be making that transition to different Zooms, but that teachers will, and that will be an easier transition for everybody during those specials times. So your teachers would have communicated that in their schedule, but again, the Monday after break is an F day. As previously mentioned, lunch will be daily from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30. If you go to the school's nutrition services website, they will have information about how to pick up meals during this time. And that is part of the reason lunch is so long. The other reason is we just want students to have an adequate break away from the screen to make sure they can get up and get some movement and some stretch breaks as well. And then if you do choose to come get food from the school, it's in a new location from where it was last spring. So you'll see on this map where the star is by those north doors. That is where you would pick up your meal before exiting the parking lot. When your student logs into their Chromebook, that will take them to this Clever page. And this is an example of a fifth grade Clever page, which would look a little different, but similar to any other grade level. And so once here, your student will just be one click away from accessing what they need. All of the teachers' Zoom links will be available here, any other just different program that they're using. And what's nice about Clever is that it automatically saves all the passwords. So students will just have to come back to this page, click it, and they can get in. But again, once they log in, they'll be brought straight to this page, and every teacher's Zoom link can be found on this page to start their day, and then teachers can help them from there. And last but certainly not least, the remote learning expectations to help us all find joy in the journey as we learn from home next week. So, the first rule is to be respectful, and we have outlined that as being on time, both at 9 a.m. and again at 12:30 p.m., raising your virtual hand to talk, muting yourself while listening to the teacher, and being kind in your words and actions, even online. To be responsible, follow directions, let your teachers know if you need help, and work from a quiet space where you can concentrate. And to be safe, just letting the teacher know if you need to leave the meeting, answering chats appropriately, and using materials as directed from home. We know and recognize that this is a new learning environment for all of us, so teachers will explicitly teach these skills as we go into next week. So, what I hope you can see after all of this is we have put a lot of time and love and energy into preparing for this transition and hoping that it is super successful for all of our students. We fully recognize that not everything will go perfectly and there will need to be improvements and changes made along the way. And we are happy to do those and work with you to do the best that we can to support your student to have every success they can at home. So with that, I just want to wish you a happy, wonderful, safe Thanksgiving and say thank you for your continued partnership, your continued support of our students here at Valerius. We are so very lucky, and I am so very, very grateful for the support of this community and how we work together and build each other up to support our kids. So thank you for everything. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we will see your student on screen at 10 a.m. Monday, November 30th. Have a good one.